told me not to bring you back. Not in so many words. Your signature was enough. That little scribble on the euthanasia consent form, bottom right corner, right below the line that asked about post-mortem cognitive therapy. I remember staring at that blank checkbox for a long time. It stayed empty, like you wanted it to. You said you didn't want to come back to a world without him, and I told you I understood. But I didn't. Not really. You still had me. You died at 3:12 in the afternoon Tuesday. They let me sit with your body for 23 hours and 47 minutes. Just enough time for me to pretend it wasn't happening. Just enough time for me to crack. It was the quiet that did it, not your absence. The silence, the untouched corners of the house, the stale air, the coffee machine blinking 12 like it was morning too. No music, no footsteps, just me, surrounded by all the spaces you used to fill. I made the call at 3:05 the next day. They started the therapy 5 minutes later. You came back on a Thursday. You looked like yourself. A little stiff, sure, eyes slow to focus, but it was your face, your hands, that same sun-creased line above your brow. You tilted your head when you saw me and said, "Hello, I'm ready to serve. Please provide a name. Not my name. Not your name. Just a name." And still I smiled. I said, "Let's start with laundry." The first week wasn't so bad. You were quiet, eager, folded clothes in the way I remembered. Tight corners, paired socks, that little flourish when you stacked towels. You asked permission before you cleaned. You made tea the way I like it, even though I never taught you that part. I told myself maybe it was working. Maybe you were still in there somewhere. Maybe grief just blurred the line between gone and getting better. But by the second week, I caught you staring at the wall for hours, not lost in thought, just waiting, like a lamp unplugged from purpose. When I asked what you were doing, you said, "I am available for tasks." That's when I knew. You didn't come back. Not really. You remembered none of it. Not the garden. Not my brother. Not the first time I skinned my knee and you blew kisses on it and told me I'd live. You didn't hum anymore. You didn't yawn. You didn't forget things, or lose track of time, or laugh too loud at movies you didn't understand. You were precise, reliable, comfortable, and utterly gone. But I kept you. I needed you. I told myself it was noble, that it was healing, that if I just reminded you of everything, every holiday, every birthday, every little routine, you'd come back. I showed you photo albums. I played your favorite music. I told you our old stories. You listened politely, smiled, said, "Thank you for sharing," and then you vacuumed the hallway. I didn't bring you back for you. I brought you back because I didn't want to live without your cooking, your errands, your ability to remember when the insurance bill was due. I realized I didn't bring you back for love. I brought you back to avoid learning how to live. I brought you back because grief made me greedy. Hope made me blind. And guilt kept me going. You weren't my parent anymore. You were a service I subscribed to. And the worst part is, I got used to it. Now I can't even remember what your real voice sounded like. Just this new one. Cheerful, emotionless, helpful. Like an echo repeating something it never understood. I started leaving lists for you. Things to buy, dishes to wash. You complete them before I get home. Efficient, neat, empty. Sometimes I talk to you anyway, like you're still there, like maybe some part of you will blink awake and say, "It's okay, sweetheart, I forgive you." But you never do. I know this isn't what you wanted, and maybe the real punishment is knowing I can't undo it. Not without killing you again. Not without finally accepting that you're gone. And I'm too much of a coward for that. I won't shut you down. I'll never let you go. So I've made a promise to myself. When it's my turn, when the moment comes, when the breath stops and the hands go cold, I'll make sure to fall hard, crack my head, split the skull, shatter the machine, so no one, no child, no lover, no frightened version of me can ever do to me what I've done to you. You said no, but I brought you back anyway. And now, every day, I pretend it was love.